I'm Barbara. Welcome to this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. Today we are going to make this cute snowman snow gauge. This little guy you can use when it snows to measure how much snow we got. So you're going to make him. We are going to put in your kit a paint stir stick. You will get a template, some craft foam, and a snowflake sequin, or some kind of a snowflake decoration, whatever I can come up with. So to start out with, you're going to need your own white paint, and you're going to take this stir stick and paint it with white acrylic paint on both sides and let it dry. After it is painted and dry, then you're ready to start your project. So you need to take your templates and cut each of them out. And after you've cut them out, you want to use them as patterns to cut out your pieces. And you can trace around and do that, or you can just cut them out around the cardboard of the pattern, which is what I prefer to do, because then I don't have lines on it. So I've got the head, and I'm just going to hold this hat up to the straight edge of the black foam and cut around it. That makes his hat. And then the hat band, I'll just cut around this one. So I have a hat band. And then I need to do a carrot nose. And for the carrot nose, there are some little marks I need to make on his nose. So I'm going to take my marking pen and I'm going to make those little lines on top of the nose so that it looks more like a carrot. So you can see there. All right, now I think I'm ready to assemble. So I want to take my head and a couple of glue dots. And I'm going to attach his head right above the indentations right here in the stir stick. So I'm putting a couple of glue dots up at the top, and I'm going to put his head right on the stir stick. Then I want to put his hat on. So I'm going to put a glue dot. I probably will use more than one, and put his hat on like that. I think I'll go back in and put a second glue dot. Yeah. I will put a second glue dot so that I can securely hold that hat. Now my hat band has a self-adhesive, so I just put that right there. His nose is also self-adhesive, so I'm going to put it in place on his face, and then take my marker and make two eyes and maybe half a smile, kind of like the picture that's on my pattern. So now my guy looks like that. That sequin that I gave you, or whatever it is, it may be a bead, something that's shaped like a snowflake. I'm just going to put a glue dot in the middle of it and put it in the middle of my hat band and squish it together with my fingers. Okay? So there's my guy. You will have received in your kit a piece of fleece. Now, you can't usually cut this with your regular scissors. I'm using my special sharp scissors, and you need to ask Mom about this. If you can get your regular scissors to do it, fine. But if not, ask Mom for help, because most scissors won't cut fabric after they've cut paper. So you will see I'm cutting just a little fringe on each end of this piece of fleece, because that's going to be my snowman's scarf. So I've done the same thing to this side and made the fleece there. And then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around his neck and just tie it in a half knot. And stretch it out a little bit, and then you have it right there. Take our marker and our ruler, and you want to start at the bottom and put little lines every inch. And keep it even, don't let it move, because it's important that you get exactly an inch between the lines. I make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 8 lines for 8 inches. Then go back and make your little marks for your ½ inch. So when you're done, you're going to have 8 big lines marking the inch and 8 little lines marking the ½ inch, like that. And for your final thing, you want to start at the bottom and make a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and an 8. After you've done that, for your final thing to do, you want to take your pipe cleaner and find the middle of it and kind of wrap it around your finger and kind of squish it up. What you're trying to do is to make a surface big enough to catch a glue dot. Then take your snippers and cut off about an inch on each side. You will take our snowman that we've made and lay him down with his back up, and right below where you put his scarf, we're going to put his arms. So put a glue dot right there, and then take your pipe cleaner and lay your little twirl piece in the middle of that glue dot, so it's actually holding his arms. Now we have an arm here and an arm here, and these pieces that we cut off, those are going to be his hands. So take them, each one individually, and wrap it just as tightly as you can around the pipe cleaner, about a ½ inch in. So when you're done, your snowman has hands and arms. So this is it for this episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.